When it comes to keeping businesses and loved ones safe, most people only think in physical terms. But the truth is, there's a digital cyber war that needs attention and understanding.
A cyber attack is an action or a set of actions taken to gain unauthorized access to a computer system or the information on a computer system for malicious purposes. Cyber attacks can be conducted for a variety of reasons and motivations. We see financial motivations, political motivations, but ultimately the goal of a cyber attack is to steal information, maybe bring down a system. There may be financial gains or just to conduct espionage.
So cyber criminals are really focused on extracting and monetizing some sort of an attack. And how can they do that? They do it a couple of ways. You know, they can monetize the attack by disrupting your organization and forcing you to gain access to your information or gain access back to your platforms. They're going to force you to make some sort of payment to them. Another one is they just want your resources. They want your resources because you're on a computer and you've got computing power and you've got bandwidth. So they're using you as a resource. So sometimes you don't know that the attacker is there, but they're consuming your resources. They're taking advantage of your processing power. They're taking advantage of your bandwidth.
So as they extract the money, it's typically in Bitcoin now, which is untraceable cryptocurrency. Well, they've created a criminal enterprise that funds billions of dollars a year. Think of 10.5 trillion by 2025. What are they doing with that money? They're preying on the innocent, people who are unaware, and doing it over and over and creating a payroll to advance their needs to keep hacking.
They can just be, a deterrent or an inconvenience, but if they really want to get aggressive, they can compromise your system so you can't use it. And if I can't use my system, I'm really paralyzed. It's like I'm closing my doors. And if that were to happen for any extended amount of time, and I'm talking like 1 or 2 days, that is a compromising position for our company that we could not sustain.
Cyber attacks can extract money and information easily from unexpected, legitimate business. Now more than ever, cybersecurity is a necessity in this highly online digital age.
The evolving of cyber is kind of new, and the skills gap is IT is your general practitioners. They're looking to build systems or implement software, and they're trying to do the best they can with the company. Cybersecurity is a specialty where you're looking for vulnerabilities, not only in software, hardware, and how you can infiltrate an organization.
There is a severe imbalance right now from a supply and demand standpoint. We are looking at probably close to 1 million unfilled positions right now in the cybersecurity industry, and we expect that to go up to 3 million jobs by 2025. So we really are having trouble keeping up with the demand for cybersecurity talent because the attacks that companies are facing are just continuing to increase.
This world is really changing, in terms of the impact that cybersecurity and technology has had on our world. So let's just think about technology's impact on business today versus business years ago. I remember talking to my father about running a business, and he used to do accounting in pieces of paper. That's unheard of today. So if you think about how technology is really impacting the business world and enabling a global economy and having a lot more resources and being more effective and more efficient, it's wonderful, and it's been a great trajectory. But at the same rate, with technology comes risk.
As cyber attacks continue to evolve, the cybersecurity industry gap needs to be filled more than ever before. CISO Global is a company that specializes in cybersecurity and helping the good guys stand on a level playing field.
Cybersecurity is a very specialist market, and large organizations may have a CISO or may have a security team, but sometimes they need a second set of eyes just to see if there is a vulnerability, and that's a wise thing to do. But we're more partners to our clients because we want to partner with them to help create that security in every aspect. We have all the pillars of cyber to bring in those professionals when needed, so that if you have a gap or a need or don't have one, we can create a plan for you.
We take a consultative approach, And we really try to meet our clients where they're at on their journey. Journey is a really critical word because cybersecurity is not a destination. It's not something that's ever really going to be achieved and you can say, okay, our work here is done, we're good to go. There's always going to be more that needs to be done. There's always going to be adjustments that need to be made because the threat actors are changing their tactics and their techniques, and we have to do the same thing from a defensive standpoint.
This is risk to manage, and how do you manage that risk? You need a team to support you in managing that risk. So the ultimate risk is defined by the organization or that business. And then in order to execute that risk and manage that risk, there's all sorts of services and technologies that you need to manage that risk.
With their expertise and innovative tactics, CISO Global is creating the largest global network of cybersecurity professionals in history. They've proven time and time again that their cyber investment, development, and protection is more than worth it.
Our experience has been phenomenal. They bring a level of expertise that is a significant uptick from where we were with our current IT department. And they just have this wealth of access of very talented people to go to share knowledge and information that can tackle any problem that I think could ever happen to my business. And that kind of assurance is of great comfort.
Cybersecurity is evolving every day. They're adapting new techniques to old viruses or ransomware. They're advancing new ones that we see. So we collaborate with the government as well as other entities to keep up on the new evolutions.
So ultimately, our goal is to establish ourselves as a trusted business advisor and really the partner of choice with our clients to help them think through and right-size their vendor ecosystem, their product ecosystem to simplify and streamline their cybersecurity program.
Don't be vulnerable to cyber attacks. Get security today and be protected tomorrow.